Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. This is level A2, Unit 23, Lesson 2. In this lesson, we're going to be continuing to learn about the differences between simple past and present perfect, and how to ask and answer the question starting with have you ever? Alright, so have you ever done these things? Have you ever seen a street performance? Have you ever been to a classical music concert? Have you ever watched a play by Shakespeare? Have you ever viewed a flamenco performance? So we have Leave, Luca, Zoe, and Jackson. So we're going to read about what they say about different types of entertainment. So Leave says, I've seen many street performances. I saw a great dance group downtown last week. Lucas says, I've never been to a flamenco performance, but I've seen a lot of ballet performances. Zoe says, I've attended a lot of classical concerts. I went to a Bach piano recital last month. And Jackson says, I've seen a few plays by Shakespeare. I watched Hamlet a few months ago. All right, so now we're going to talk about a summer street festival. What kinds of things can you see at a festival? And does your city have an arts festival? And if it does, when does it take place? Can you see dancers, singers, comedians, or other performers? And are the performances free or do you need to buy tickets? All right, so you can see these performers at the Northport Fringe Festival. This is a flautist, she plays the flute, a comedian, someone who tells jokes, a children's magician, and salsa dancers. All right, so we're going to read about the Northport Fringe Festival. You can either pause the video and read on your own, or you can follow along as I read. The Northport Fringe Festival is an arts festival which is held every year. It began 20 years ago and it attracts hundreds of artists from Northport and other parts of the country. An increasing number of international performers attend as well. Read our exciting program for this year. All right, here are some vocabulary words. We have immensely, which means very or extremely, dazzling, beautiful or impressive. Engaged is busy and interested, and prove is to show or demonstrate. Again, you can pause the video and read these on your own, or you can follow along as I read. Dance. The salsa experience provides a rare opportunity to see a group of immensely talented salsa dancers from Cali, Colombia. The show is a dazzling mixture of movement, color, and music. The audience is engaged from start to finish, and you'll understand why if you come and see the show. Comedy. Dr. Max Mason is a full-time doctor in Northport, but he seems to be out to prove that laughter is the best medicine. Being a comedian certainly is an option if he ever feels like a career change. His performance was full of fun, and he had the audience in stitches throughout the show. A must-see. Right, a few more vocabulary words. Contemporary means modern in design and style. Well received, people liked it. Participation, the action of taking part in something. Magic for children. Magician Mo puts on a colorful show that your kids will love. As a former primary school teacher with 2 children of his own, he knows how to keep the children's attention using a wonderful mixture of magic, comedy, and audience participation. Great family entertainment. Classical music. Contemporary classical music is not something that usually attracts a large crowd, but this group of classical musicians is out to change all that. Kata on piano, Nadia on violin, and Chloe on flute write all of their own music, and their performance was well received by the audience. All right, so are these statements true or false? So go ahead and answer these questions on your own and then restart the video when you are ready to continue. Okay, the magician was a lawyer. That's false. It said he was a primary school teacher. The classical musicians write and perform their own music. That's true. Max Mason is a doctor and a comedian. That's true. The salsa dancers come from Lima, Peru. That is false. They came from Cali, Colombia. And Magician Mo is a magic show for adults. That's false. It's mainly for children or for the whole family. And so think about which of these things that you would want to see at the festival. All right, so we're going to read this short conversation between Jenna and Ethan. First, I'll just read it through, and then I'll pause. I'll read one part, and you can read the other, and then we'll switch. So it's 7 p.m. Jenna has been at the Northport Festival for about 6 hours. Hi, Jenna. Are you having a good time? Oh, hi. Yes, I've been here about 6 hours. Oh, great. Have you seen the salsa dancers? Yeah, I saw them at the 2 p.m. performance. The performance was very energetic. Have you seen Magician Mo? No, I haven't seen him. He's a magician, right? Yes. Have you heard those young classical musicians? Are you talking about the group that writes its own music? Well, I haven't seen them yet. Well, I recommend them. I listened to a performance at 4:30. They play beautifully. You should go. Ethan, it's been great to see you, but I haven't eaten anything. I'm going to get a burger. Sure, it was nice to see you, Jenna. And don't forget to go to the classical music performance. All right, this time I'll read Ethan's part and you read Jenna, and then we'll switch. Hi, Jenna. Are you having a good time? Oh, great. Have you seen the salsa dancers? Have you seen Magician Mo? Yes. Have you heard those young classical musicians? Well, I recommend them. I listened to a performance at 4:30. They play beautifully. You should go. Sure, it was nice to see you, Jenna, and don't forget to go to the classical music performance. All right, this time you can read Ethan's part and I'll be Jenna. So go ahead and start whenever you're ready. Oh, hi. Yes, I've been here for about 6 hours. Yeah, I saw them at the 2 p.m. performance. The performance was very energetic. No, I haven't seen him. He's a magician, right? Are you talking about the group that writes its own music? Well, I haven't seen them yet. Ethan, it's been great to see you, but I haven't eaten anything. I'm going to get a burger. All right. All right, so we're going to talk about the differences between present perfect and past simple. We use the present perfect for an action that started in the past. The time when the action occurred is either unknown, unimportant, or unfinished. So I've been here about 6 hours. I haven't seen them yet. I haven't eaten anything all day. We use the past simple for an action completed in the past. We often use expressions that show the past, like last week, yesterday, last year, a few days ago, in 2016. So the time is finished and specific. So I saw them at the 2 p.m. performance. I listened to a performance at 4:30, and I ate a burger a few minutes ago. All right, so when you choose between the present perfect and the past simple, you have to ask yourself, what is the focus of what you are saying? So, I have been to France or we have traveled to France. The focus is the action that forms a part of your life. So, your life is an unfinished time period. So, you're saying that so far to this point, I have been um, to France. But if we say, I went to France or we traveled to France, the focus is on the completed action. So if you mention a specific time in the past, you have to use the past simple. If the time is not important for the action, you can use the present perfect. They have eaten breakfast. She has flown to London. If the time is unfinished, you can use the present perfect. They have eaten breakfast each day this week. She has flown to London many times this month. And if a specific time in the past is mentioned, then you have to use the past simple. They ate breakfast at 7:30 a.m. She flew to London last night. All right, so we're going to listen to Jeremy and Nicole, and then we'll choose the correct description of their conversation.
Have you been to the Fringe Festival yet?
Yes, I have. I went last weekend. What about you?
I was there last weekend, too. Who did you go with?
I went with my brother and his children. What about you?
I went with some friends from work. What did you see?
Well, we saw a dance group, salsa dancers from Colombia.
Wow, I didn't see that advertised. Was it good?
Okay, so B would be the correct answer. The conversation starts with the present perfect, and then the speakers use the present simple to give more details about the subject. So B is the correct answer. All right, we're going to listen again, and this time you'll answer these questions true or false.
Have you been to the Fringe Festival yet?
Yes, I have. I went last weekend. What about you?
I was there last weekend, too. Who did you go with?
I went with my brother and his children. What about you?
I went with some friends from work. What did you see?
Well, we saw a dance group, salsa dancers from Colombia.
Wow, I didn't see that advertised. Was it good?
It was amazing. I don't know anything about salsa, but the costumes and the energy were terrific. We had a great time. How about you? What did you see?
Well, we had the kids with us, so we went to see a magic show.
A magic show?
Yes, he was really good. Apparently, he was a primary school teacher before he became a magician, so he knew how to keep the kids engaged. Martin's two kids loved it.
Right. Well, I'm thinking of going again on Friday. Have you ever heard of Max Mason?
Max Mason? He's a doctor here in Northport, isn't he? His name sounds familiar.
Yes, that's right. But he's also a comedian.
Really?
Yes. Apparently, he's really funny. He's performing on Friday night at 8 at the Art Center. Would you like to go?
Sure, that sounds like fun. I won't invite Martin and the kids this time.
All right, so Jeremy went to the festival last weekend. That is true. Nicole went to the festival with some work colleagues. That was false. Jeremy watched the salsa group. That's false. It was Nicole, who watched the salsa group. Jeremy saw Magician Mo with his children. That's actually false. It wasn't his children, it was his brother's children. Nicole wants to see a comedian on Friday at 8 p.m. That is true. And Jeremy and Nicole decide to see Max Mason together. That is true. All right, so now you can practice writing your own dialogue about one of these things. You can choose one of them: a museum you have visited, a movie you've seen, an art gallery, a restaurant, or a book that you've read. So start your conversation with a question in the present perfect, and then switch to past simple in order to give the details about whatever it is that you've chosen to write the dialogue about. All right, and then the last question, you can ask a person, have you visited, any of these places? All right, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, or share. And if you have any questions, please leave those for me in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.